Good morning, guys. Welcome to Lost Phoenix Gaming. I'm having a look at some of these championships, and I'm doing stuff a little bit differently at the moment. I'm going to actually record my audio whilst I'm playing the game, and see if that works. Because normally I do the voiceover afterwards, but we've got the Nissan Cup. This is the car I'm going to use. This gets you the new Formula Drift Nissan. And it's the Skyline GTR V-Spec 97. So this is my tune. And I'll pop the share code up here. That's 166588607. So drop that in when you're looking for tunes. Like you go find new tune, you click, and you can either enter LostPhoenixUK there as a creator, or you can put the share code in there and that'll come up. So that's how you do that one. So I've got that car, and it's just a case now of going over and getting into the race. This is all my seasonal events here. I'll find the Nissan Cup. I've got a Forza on live there at the moment. There you go. B-Class Nissan manufacturer, jobs are good 'un. So here we are, the Nissan Cup, Horizon Festival Sprint Enter Championship. And this gets you the number 64 Nissan 370Z. And having a look at the information, you've got the Horizon Festival Sprint, the Ambleside Sprint, and the Broadway Village Circuit. Brilliant. So I'll go ahead and load into this. I need to go from average up to highly skilled. I've got ABS on, normal steering, traction on, stability off, and braking only on the driving line. So I'll do that, and I can go in and I can actually start the race. That's a bit of blurb off Kira, but Skyline is there because I've already loaded it. And just a case of going through this loading screen now. Here we are up on the start page. Let's have a look. Okay, that's what I'm up against. Fair enough. And normally when you do stuff like this, you can actually sometimes get the car you're trying to unlock. So obviously not on that one, but let's make a start. If you do hear any clicking stuff, that'd be my controller stick, obviously. But moving down past James Rocks, Max Kelly, Kiki Witch. Bit of braking on the corner. This is a bit odd playing this because I've got the sound turned off because my headset doesn't actually work. But trying to play this with no sound, yeah, it's a bit mad. But never mind. Get around these corners. I'm in third place already. Got Monkey James and Potato Minion. Fair enough. And going around there, second place, Monkey James. Come on. Holding it round. Come on. Bit of dirty driving, but never mind. Driver cars don't have feelings. So I'm in first place at 47%, which is not bad going. Too busy talking, not enough concentration on the corners there, but that's what happens. Coming up, I can see the red line saying I need to slow down a little bit for that corner. So coming round, keep the speed up, 107, 109. Not doing too badly. This isn't too much of a bad race, actually. The sprints are normally a lot easier for me than the circuit racing, mostly because less corners. I am crap at corners. I cannot take corners, but this isn't too bad. Behind me back there, and running down this way, it is pretty much part of a Goliath run and through the line. First place finish, fantastic. 100% completion. Monkey James was about 2 seconds, 2 and a bit seconds behind me. And you get these points per championships. And there's 20 points for a win, 16 for a second, 14 for a third. And at the end of the 3 races, whoever's top wins. So to get the car, you'll need to be top. I've done my first event there, and I've come first, so I'm on good stead. Just skip through the award screens and back into the map. When the game loads, you pop into the map and you see these ones in white here. These are the next races in your championship. So I've done my one, I've got to do that one, and I've got to do this one over here. So it's the Broadway Village Circuit and the Ambleside Sprint. I'll go through the sprint first just because I'm closer. And click on that. Yes, I want to fast travel because I own Fairlawn Manor, which gives me fast travel over a board, and I've destroyed all of the fast travel boards in the game, so I get free fast travel wherever I want. So that's brilliant. It saves a lot of time. So I go in and I've got continue event. So I'm going to continue the event. I'm going to pick the Nissan GTR here and just go in. Basically, this is it. Same as I did on my last one. Go in, do this race, try and win it, and then it's just a case of getting that circuit racing away, and that's the championship complete. So now this is coming up to the main screen. I can start to get into this. So let's go. So pulling away, B-Class, not the fastest on the acceleration, but this tune can definitely handle itself. It's just a bit iffy getting in some of these corners, but never mind. In 5th place. But it's always the same people in 1st, 2nd, 3rd when you do these events, because BAI are just programmed that way. There's no sort of random or chaos sort of in the system. It's always the same ones for coming at the same positions. The only variance is obviously yourself, which means that you're human. You're not an AI. I have got a cold. I'm croaky. I do sound a bit like a Dalek with a batteries running down, and it's not good. But I'm just going ahead. I'm doing this stuff because I said I'd do this stuff. I'd record stuff this way, and yeah, just take it sort of as it is with a cold and being croaky. But past Monkey James, the driver tires do have a slight tendency to try and ram you to keep on their line, because all of these drivers are on rails. They're programmed to take the racing line and just on rails. They just keep going. Sometimes on the high speed races they do spin off, they do crash into things, but a lot of time they're perfectly thrown around on these driver line rails. And if you try and overtake one of them on that line or try and budge them out of the way a little bit, they will push back, and they are quite difficult to take off their racing lines, which is a bit of a pain in a way, but that's just something you sort of get used to in the game. And 83% already, and I'm in 1st place. This is actually quite an easy championship, actually. That didn't take too long, just over 2 minutes, and I'm coming up towards the finish line. So 2 minutes 9 seconds, 1st place win. So that's 2 first places. I've got 20 points for this one. I cut over, I've got 40 points. So theoretically, if I got 2nd on the next one, I would still win, because I would have enough points to be 1st class. Nobody can beat me at this point. But anything below 2nd, that's why I'd be struggling and probably wouldn't do the championship. But of course, I'm aiming to get 1st place on the next one, have a clean sheet, and unlock this new drift car. And loading up over to the map, you see there's that one white one left. These other ones in red are other seasonal events, because I've gone in and I've turned off all map features except for seasonal events. Makes it easier when you navigate round the map when it comes to this stuff, because you get to a certain point in this game and the map is just a cluttered mess of events, boards, stories, everything, and it's just absolutely nightmare. So being able to filter down like that definitely makes it a lot easier. And when you're doing this stuff, you can pick up the seasonal events and seasonal PR, and you've got pretty much everything you need there to do this stuff from the playlist without worrying about, have I got this story mode here, or is there a house there and stuff like that. It's all too cluttered, but filtering this way definitely helps. And circuit racing, 8th place, pulling away, not doing too bad, but I've got this nice big corner down the bottom. Fantastic. Should I do some bit of dodgy racing, or should I actually try and take it? I ended up hitting my wall because I wasn't paying attention properly, but normally if you can go around there properly, you can get ahead and you can bounce off other cars as well. It's just a case now of trying to catch up with these two. You see that car trying to push me over a bit because they're wanting to get back onto their racing line, but it's just a case of keeping going and making sure that you don't hit too much stuff like that. I am crap at taking corners, particularly as I'm sort of concentrating, just being mindful I'm close enough to a mic to actually get any sound recorded, whilst at the same time looking at corners here. And this is actually pretty dismal so far. I'm going to need to concentrate a bit better on this one and catch up with these fools. But nice long straight. I probably won't be able to take them on this corner, so bit of hard braking. Slowly does it, a little drift around the corner and go from there. Slight little brake there, take out some fence and go this way. So I'm definitely catching up with these two guys. It's Potato Minion and Monkey James, same as in the other races in the lead. But just in case of hard brake, I mean, you can take a corner like this, bounce off one of them. Don't do this on ranked events or any online events with real people, because that's a shitty. That's what the idiots do. That's what, well, most of them do actually when it comes to ranked. But don't do it. Don't be one of these people. I'm not. But when it comes to driver tars, computer controlled AI, it doesn't really matter. You know, you're not hindering them. You're not hindering their progress or anything. They're just bots and they don't have feelings. But first place, it's taken me 3 laps to get it, but I'm here, and this is the case now, going round and getting through to a finish line. And when you're in first, you actually have a lot less pressure, because I think it's always the pressure to actually get your foot down and try and get into first place as early as possible, because games like Forza Motorsport, you can play the long game on that. You have a certain number of laps and you just make your progress as you go. But with Horizon, it's one of those where the cars are that botty that you need really just to get ahead of them as quick as you can and then maintain it, because otherwise they'll just keep going perfectly and you'll be playing catch up from that moment onwards, really. So finish line, through the line, no problems. So first place, so I've got 20 points on this one. Potato Minion, Monkey James, and you've got 60 points. So I've got the championship on that one, win 1 with 3, and go through. Nissan Cup complete. Third place against average, second place against above, and first place against highly skilled. And this gets me the 64 Nissan 370Z. Gets me 25,000 credits, 15,000 credits. So you always drive at the higher level, so you get the car, but you also get the lower level rewards as well. So that's the cut through. I'll get rid of that. Leveled up on street racing. I'm just doing level 25 over and over again with this stuff. So that's that event done. There you go, the 2018 Formula Drift Nissan 64 370Z. So cut across, have a look in there, and it says Nissan Cup complete. If I have a look at cars, you pick Formula Drift, and I've got the new car there, the 64 Nissan. So brilliant. So that's that, guys. Hopefully this audio's come out okay. I'm going to go over, check this, and come back and do the other ones if this has worked all right. Otherwise, you won't hear any of this, and I'll just do a post-production overdub. So thanks for watching, guys. If you like what I'm doing, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and until next time, check out my other videos because I've got quite a lot going on at the moment, and take it easy and happy driving.